Hey everyone, welcome back to another installment of Real Estate Talk with myself, Tom Scully, your digital real estate agent. And today is going to be a burning question, of course, that everybody asks at the beginning of every calendar year. What's going to happen with the market? Are the real estate prices going to drop in 2025? So if you're not familiar with the Windsor Essex area, or if you do live here and you already know, during the pandemic, we saw an absolutely massive increase in the average home prices that is more akin towards the national average than any other small cities, adjustment over that period of time. I think we were probably the most hard-hit city with respect to pricing, probably across the country, but I haven't looked that one up, so don't hold me to it. Now, today we're going to discuss, obviously, the trends towards 2025. Right now, as I'm filming this, what day is it today? It's the 24th of February, so we don't have February stats, but we do have some January ones that we'll discuss. But the word on everybody's mind is obviously tariffs and the implications they have towards our town. Now, in southwestern Ontario, this is essentially, Kitchener-Waterloo all the way down. There's a lot of manufacturing and automotive related industries that are going to be heavy impact from the tariff situation, or at least potentially will be when we see them fully enacted. Now, Windsor Essex, I think, is like the third most affected city in the country when it comes to that. There is a metric I'll be posting on this. There's like a 65%, whatever that metric means, I think, of our economy is affected by the tariff situation. That's a lot. Now, that is a lot. Now, to say we know exactly how that's going to impact our housing situation, I think there's a lot of people that have an excellent idea, or at least have some structural framework to showcase what that may have. And that information is starting to be disseminated through the Bank of Canada, through RBC experts, BMO experts. And they are saying kind of, watch the market. There's going to be an impact of some sort. Now, how that obviously impacts people, you have a financial obligation when you're buying a home. So if you have any job loss, or if you have any wage freezes or stagnation in the economy, or even any pending things along those natures, you're going to have people start pinching pennies, not buying houses, not buying cars, not having large expenditures. But the reality is we still have a lot of buyers in the market. Well, we have a lot of buyers in the market. And we also have a lot of houses hitting the market at the same time. So the actual impact from the tariffs, I don't know exactly. I can only speculate. But I can tell you that we have had 26% more houses listed in January this year than we did in 2024. Housing prices have increased a bit by about 6% or a little bit more, but the amount of houses sold has decreased slightly. So we've been in a pretty balanced market, but a lot of the buyers that are coming in because of the market conditions. We always have had a lot of buyers in the market because of obviously immigration, a lot of reasons there that we'll get into another video, but we've also had pent-up buyers. So a lot of these buyers that have been waiting for lower interest rates are now receiving lower interest rates. And quick sidebar, if you're a buyer that's waiting for them to drop even more, I would lock in some rates right now. Just saying, there is no guarantee that this March disclosure is going to drop it anymore. Actually, there's some information to the contrary. So lock your rates in if you're watching this right now. Hopefully it's before the next rate adjustment, and hopefully you get the best rate. And if they continue to drop, by all means, you'll be fine. But back to it, the buyers that were waiting for that rate decrease are now starting to see that, so they're back in the market. So the original buyers we had that were coming in regardless, plus the ones waiting for the interest rates to go down, they're all coming together. But we still have a pretty balanced housing market here, even though we have obviously a lot more listings, at least in January. February stats will be interesting. We have a little bit decrease in sales, but an increase in the average price of the home. Now, there are a lot more houses, so maybe that's coming to a soft buyer's market. We don't know for sure, but again, the February stats will be interesting to see. But with the housing prices climbing, the real conclusion that I can have for the question of are the housing prices going to drop in 2025 is I don't think so. The tariff situation obviously plays a big piece into this, but I will say I think the worst case scenario we're going to have is kind of a stagnation from last year. I don't see them really dropping any lower just because of the average cost of homes across the country. We still are, lower than a lot of cities our size across the country, and we still have it pretty good down here. I know it's hard to say since what we were used to was incredibly awesome, but the reality is we aren't higher than the national average by any means. So my prediction is if the tariffs do come into play, I think we're pretty much stagnant where we're at right now. If they get lifted, I do see us having a pretty normal increase in housing prices throughout the rest of the year. So I hope this helped you. If you're looking to buy or sell, hopefully this gives you some insight. Please watch the economic outlook going forward from here. The spring market's going to be a huge telltale sign, but from the signs that I see already going to different open houses, my listings, my buyers, it's been busy. And if it's busy, that means prices typically go up. Let's find out. Let's see what happens. Best of luck in your sales or your purchases this year. Hopefully you get everything you're looking for. If you do have any questions, send a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to answer it as soon as I can. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that crap. I know, I hate saying it, but I gotta say it. That's what you gotta say it. Hope you find this information valuable. And if you do, I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you again on the next video.